Parents and guardians in Sardauna Local Government Area of Taraba State on Monday protested the alleged delisting of the area's only Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) computer-based test (CBT) center ahead of the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME). The peaceful protest took place at the affected center in Gembu, the administrative headquarters of the council. Demonstrators said the decision would impose serious financial hardship on families and restrict access to tertiary education for candidates from the area. They also called on relevant authorities to urgently reverse the decision and restore the center. Some parents who spoke with our reporter said candidates from Sardauna may now be forced to spend between N130,000 and N220,000 to register for and sit for the 2026 UTME due to a new policy introduced by JAMB. Under JAMB's 2026 guidelines, examination towns with fewer than 3 accredited CBT centers are not eligible to host UTME registration or examinations. As a result, the only CBT center previously serving Sardauna LGA was reportedly delisted, compelling candidates to travel long distances to neighbouring local governments for registration and the actual examination. The development, according to some stakeholders from the area, has significantly increased the financial burden on candidates and their families, whom they said must now cover transportation, accommodation, feeding and other logistics in addition to registration fees. Estimated expenses by our reporter showed that candidates traveling from Ndum Yaji to Gembu and onward to Bali Local Government Area may spend about N98,700 on registration alone. Candidates from Mbamnga are said to incur similar costs, while those from Kan Iyaka may spend about N108,700. Candidates from Mbamnga are estimated to spend approximately N68,700, while residents of Gembu may spend at least N62,700. These figures include transportation, accommodation, feeding and the official JAMB registration and mock examination fee of N8,700. Costs are expected to rise further, as candidates will need to return for the actual UTME and may be posted to examination centers as far as Jalingo or Zing. Education stakeholders in the area described the situation as worrisome, particularly in view of Taraba State's free education policy. They noted that despite the policy, parents are now compelled to bear heavy out-of-pocket expenses for external examinations. Residents said the rising costs are discouraging and place students from Sardauna LGA at a disadvantage compared to their counterparts in other parts of the state and the country where CBT centers are more accessible. Community members and education advocates have therefore appealed to government officials and other stakeholders to urgently engage the Registrar of JAMB to reconsider the policy as it affects Sardauna LGA. They are demanding the restoration of at least one CBT center in the area to ease the financial burden on families and ensure equal access to tertiary education. Reacting to the development, the principal of Government Day Secondary School, Gembu, Juyasan Timothy, said the center had hosted JAM candidates from the council for the past 5 years. He expressed surprise that the center was delisted without prior consultation with the community, noting that the decision would negatively affect prospective candidates from the area. Aligning with parents and guardians, Timothy urged the leadership of JAM to urgently restore the center to prevent further hardship for candidates. Attempt to reach out to the leadership of JAM in the state failed as was not on sit at the time of filing this report.